Hey guys, it's your boy JT and welcome back to a brand new series called This Week of Football, where we go through everything that's happened in and around the world of football and we have a little talk about it. With this week being an absolutely special inaugural week. A week of football which has seen the world's most notorious football hooligan, Jeremy Clarkson, on a piss-up in Porto. Manchester United get yellow submarined in Gdansk.
Get out, Man United, get out!
And Gareth Southgate show about as much confidence in his team selection as I showed trying to talk to females when I was in secondary school. It's a bit tragic that, isn't it? Stay tuned because all of that and more is coming up next. And we start the week off in the way in which any sane person would, on a Monday. A Monday in which the world of football saw about as much action as a virgin in a nightclub. Absolutely nothing. And yes, I know the week technically starts on Sunday, but for the world of football, it just makes more sense. You know, you got a lot of Sunday kickoffs, a lot of Saturday kickoffs. It doesn't really make sense to summarize the week on a Sunday when so much is going. So that's why. But luckily for us, that lack of action was all destined to change on Tuesday. A Tuesday in which the world waited with bated breath for Gareth Southgate to release his 26-man England squad for the upcoming Euro 2021 tournament. You know, like every other nation in the tournament did. Like every other nation, literally every other nation in the tournament. Yeah, he announced it, right? Yeah, he announced it, right? But no, this is Gareth Southgate. He doesn't do that. He doesn't play by the rules. You gotta learn that. You know, that would have been a bit too orthodox, a bit too mainstream to, you know, announce your squad. So man like Sir Gareth Southgate decides to release a 33-man squad. Do you see the problem there? Not 26 like everyone else. He's thinking, oh, we're England. Oh, maybe the rules don't apply to us. You know what? We've been so great in previous tournaments. It's just going to let us bring extra players. Unfortunately, for some reason, you lot at home don't seem to see this logic. So you were probably scratching your head wondering, why has he released a 33-man squad and not a 26 one? Well, luckily for you, he's come out in a press conference and he's explained himself.
You've named a 33-man squad. What was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, hi, Carve. I think our situation is more complicated than any other country.
On to Wednesday now, and what a night Wednesday was. It was, of course, the Europa League final. A Europa League final in which Manchester United got absolutely yellow submarined by Villarreal in Gdansk. A game which sent Man United fans into a frenzy and sent one former Liverpool player a bit over the top in his celebrations.
For all the fans of Liverpool, vamos, Man United, get out! Man United, get out!
It must be said, though, that was a very, very poor managerial showing from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I'm not even one of his biggest critics. I think he's done a good job, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been playing Rashford for so long, should have taken him off instead of Mason Greenwood, should have brought the likes of Juan Mata on, the likes of Daniel James on earlier. We were all screaming it, we could all see it, and Villarreal had made 5 changes by the time Man United made 1. After that, we had Thursday, where there are a few more scenes of European hangover, Man United fans losing their head left, right and centre, but nothing of all too much note happening in the world of football. But that was all destined to change in just a matter of moments. And we move over to Friday. Man City and Chelsea fans congregated in the streets of Porto to celebrate together in hopes of potentially winning the European trophy the next day. And one special Chelsea fan took a week off of punching BBC producers in the face to come and celebrate with his team. I can't really make out a single word that he said, but what I do know is that you wouldn't want to bump into that guy on a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. I'll tell you that for a fact. Jesus, I'm whiter than a ghost. What the hell was that all about? I was gonna say, I know I'm white, but I'm not that pale, am I? Jesus! What's happened to my silky Armenian skin? But before we get to the Champions League final, there was a massive game going on in the Championship. Of course, being the playoff final between Brentford and Swansea. A playoff final in which Ayew enacted his best Timo Werner impersonation. A playoff final in which one of the most simultaneously unfortunate and brutal red cards in the history of the game has been shown. And a playoff final in which Pontus Jansson finally secured himself promotion to the promised land. But now, for the pinnacle of the week, the summit of the season, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Champions League final. A final in which Timo Werner was back to his clinical best. Champions League final, which gave us one of the greatest lines of commentary you'll ever see from an interviewer.
I apologise for that fruity language, but you understand.
Of course, it will be iconic until you see it on every single football Instagram post for the entirety of the next 2 years, and then we'll maybe think, why the fuck did Kai Havertz have to score and say that? Kai Havertz stole the show, and Pep Guardiola decided that CDMs, you know what, they're not really useful, are they? What are they good for? The game started off like a house on fire in the opening half an hour. Chances galore, end to end. You attack, I attack, you attack, I attack. And then eventually Chelsea broke the deadlock in the 42nd minute. A lovely ball through by Mason Mount to Kai Havertz, who rounds the goalkeeper in style before slotting it home into an empty net. As Chelsea sat back, welcoming on attack after attack after attack after attack from Manchester City. The City whipped in cross after cross after cross after cross, all of about as much accuracy as a blind man playing darts. And look, let's just have a little chat about it. What was Pep Guardiola doing? Why does he decide not to play Rodri, not to play Fernandinho in a Champions League final? You finally get there and the Tinkerman strikes again. He always changes it up in the finals. He's always been changing it up in these European games and going away from what makes Man City so great. What's made them so impenetrable in the league is their defensive structure. It hasn't been the most free-flowing Man City team we've seen over the past few seasons, but it's been a resolute one, a strong one that's hard to break down. And that's exactly what they weren't. They weren't hard to break down at all because they didn't have a holding midfielder there. Because you'd think, oh, that would make it easier to attack, right? Right? No! You need a holding midfielder there. Most of their attacking plays start with Rodri, start with Fernandinho, spraying the balls out of the back. It gives the rest of the team confidence to move forward without having to worry about what's behind them. And that about all wraps up the week. There was, of course, Sunday, in which this one drunkard Chelsea fan was woke up with the shock of his life.
That's the quitters.
Come on, my friend, celebrate!
And that about wraps up the inaugural The Week of Football. What did you guys think of the series? Is there anything that I could change about it? Anything I could tweak about it that would make it better for you guys? I'd love to get your feedback on everything. And what did you think about any of the key points discussed this week? As always, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, then a like would always be appreciated. And hey, check out some of my other content. I do football streams, I do football videos, pre-match videos, post-match analysis videos, and the occasional bit of fighting content as well. So if any of that piques your interest, then be sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss another video. But for now, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. It has been your boy JT, and I'll see you in the next one.